Hey guys, I know it's been a little bit since I've uploaded a video on this channel, but anyhow, it's Sinister coming at you. And I'm going to bring kind of mixed content to this channel from now on. Being that I'm over on Sinister FPV with the hobby stuff, so anyhow, decided to do an audio upgrade in the Taurus here. So this is what I got going on in the front doors. Some 6.5-inch CT Sound straddle components. And then I've got these in the deck lid. Haven't amped them yet. I went ahead and replaced the radio. So let's get you back up inside the car here, and I'll show you what I got going on here a little bit. Just get a little bit of an overview. Alright, so this is on my daily driver, which is a 2004 Ford Taurus SE. No premium sound or anything, so I had to take for those of you who don't know, the radio and the AC controls and heater controls are all one unit. So it's kind of a pain in the butt because the radio is actually in the trunk on the left-hand side. You have to run a wiring loom all the way from the trunk forward for your speakers, wires, and to the back of the aftermarket radio. So this is what I went with. This is a JVC Bluetooth head unit. Sorry for the sun glare there. There we go. And the reason why I went with this head unit in particular is because the price point. I really wanted to do a double dim, but that would have required me to relocate all these controls here for the heater and the AC, and I just didn't want to get into that, so I kept it simple. I found a single DIN unit that had ample power. There's the model number right there. And it does have a separate microphone for the phone, which is right there. And Bluetooth, it is Sirius satellite capable. However, I'm using my phone. Now, this is what they call a mechless unit, where it doesn't have a CD player or anything like that. So this is just basically a Bluetooth AM/FM radio. Sirius if you choose to get the add-on module and go that route. But I went with this particular head unit because I can do all my sound adjustments, all my crossovers, my frequencies, subwoofer controls. It does have 3 sets of 4-volt pre-outs. 1 channels for the front speakers, and you got the rear speakers and the subwoofer channels. So that gives you an indication of what I got going on there. So that being said, I'm doing a whole audio system in this car. The other reason that I like about this, the other thing that I really enjoyed about this head unit, it does have a built-in 13-band graphic, or not a graphic equalizer, but it's a 13-band equalizer. So it's got your different hertz settings for throughout the spectrum of frequency. So I have been playing with that. It is kind of a pain to adjust because, you know, on digital content, recording settings are not always the same across all songs. So I'm constantly sitting there and adjusting it. So I showed you guys the box of the CT Sounds straddle 6.5-inch components. So you can't really see the speakers in here. They're tucked away behind the factory door panel there. I did mount my tweeters up here on the mirror pods. And these are adjustable, which I thought was really cool. It's mounted kind of low, but I can turn these tweeters in and out. You know, I can aim them that way. I can aim them over here. All kinds of stuff. So that's pretty cool. There's the passenger side one. And these puppies, they wail. Even on head unit power, which is 50 watts by 4, that's not the true wattage going to the speakers. But, you know, and then my crossover box, I just mounted them here because I wanted to have access to that stuff going forward. Because I'm going to add a 4-channel amp for this system. So I'm looking at a CT Sounds 150.4, and that is going to run the 6.5-inch components up front, and then also the 6x9s in the rear. And then also I think I might put on the rear doors here, I might make some custom enclosures, and I might change the speaker setup completely around. Not sure yet. I am doing the Big 3 audio upgrade to my electrical system, which if you guys don't know, you can search up Big 3. It's all over YouTube. But I'm going to run 0-gauge power wire from my positive terminal on my battery out to my positive terminal on my alternator. And then I'm going to be running 0 gauge from my negative battery post down to my engine ground, and then from my negative battery post up to my chassis ground. So once I get that done, I am going to order a CT Sounds 0 gauge OFC wire. I'm going to do a 0 gauge package from them, which comes with a 300 watt mega fuse block. And then I'll be running that into the trunk into a power distribution block, both on the positive side and the negative side. And that'll make it able to for me to run out 4 channel out of the other side, or 4 gauge out of the other side of that power distribution block to my amplifier setups. As far as what I'm going to do in the trunk, I'm going with 2 CT Sounds 12-inch straddle woofers. They're 1250 watts a piece, and I will bridge them down to, I'm going to go with 4 ohm impedance on the speakers. I will bridge them down to a CT Sounds 2000 Class D monoblock amp and see how it sounds. If it's not enough power, I may pick up 2, but I'll have the right kind of wiring for it. Future things coming down the road, I am going to upgrade from the stock 100 amp alternator. I think it's either 80 or 100 amp. I don't quote me on that. And I'm going to go with a 250 amp alternator. So this thing should wail pretty decently when I'm done with it. So I'm excited. So we'll get all the wiring done, and I'll probably take some pictures or some videos throughout the process. This originally just started because this radio here, the volume button wasn't working, and it was turning up on its own. And then I had blown speakers. I only had 1 functional speaker in the car, so I just went ahead and started. And yeah, getting deeper into it, I'm going to go ahead and deck this whole thing out with a sound system that'll be out of this world. So stay tuned, guys. I'll have some video content coming on this particular project right here, and I'm going to have fun with it. Hope you guys will too and enjoy it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.